So, how much money do you really need to move to Colorado in 2026? Let's get into it. So, the answer to this question is going to heavily depend on your specific situation. And the reason why I say this is that it's different for everybody because what you're looking to do is going to differ. So, if you are thinking about renting a home first, it's going to cost you less at first than buying a home, but it's going to cost you more in the long run. And if you're planning on buying a home first, it's going to cost you more because you're going to have to do the closing costs, down payment, pay for inspection, things like that. And then, depending on what time of year you're moving, it's going to cost you more money for you to potentially secure a rental unit or housing. And depending on the location, Lakewood, Arvada, Westminster are very similar in price, whereas places like Denver, Boulder, they're going to be more expensive. And then when we move deep into the mountains in places like Breckenridge, Vail, Aspen, it's going to be even more expensive. And so it truly depends on what you are looking for. Are you coming by yourself? Are you coming with your husband, your wife? Are you coming with a dog? Are you coming with a big family? What does that look like? The cost of living here and how much it costs you to move here is going to depend on those factors. So, if you are somebody that is looking to move to Colorado or looking to move anywhere out of state or even from city to city, it's very important that you're looking into the housing prices and the rental prices, depending on if you're going to rent or buy. It's important that you're looking at the cost of utilities, of HOA costs, property taxes. It's important that you're looking at the cost of food. How much are groceries going to cost you to live here? And if you are coming from a place like I did in New Mexico, it's going to cost you more to feed yourself here. It's going to cost you more to live here. But if you are somebody that's coming from California, you might be very pleasantly surprised over the fact that it costs less to live in Colorado than it does to live in places like California. So the cost of living is going to heavily depend on your specific situation. And that truly is why I've made this account, why I've made this channel, is to serve as a resource for you. So if you're thinking about moving to Colorado in 2026 and you're doing what you should be doing and you're looking into the cost of living and really determining how much you're going to make and how much it's going to cost you to live here and really figuring out, is this the best decision for you? Reach out because I would love to help map out the cost of living here compared to where you're coming from. And truly, this is one of the most important things that you are going to do when you are relocating is make sure that the cost of living is not going to be so expensive that you are only paying for a roof over your head and you're only paying to fill your mouth and you're not able to live the lifestyle that you're looking to lead here. Colorado is a destination state. And a big reason for that is that there's always something to do. There's always activities here. There's always concerts and there's an abundance of nature and of outdoor recreation activities. But if you move here and you don't do your homework and you don't figure out what the cost of living is, and you realize that you're having to work 5, 6, 7 days every single week in order to pay for the roof over your head, you're not going to like Colorado. And the most unfortunate thing about that situation is it's going to take you years to save up enough money to then relocate out of the state or to a different city that's going to cost you less. So I see this mistake all the time. I see all the time people get very discouraged because they think that Colorado is going to be just great on every single level and they don't do their homework and they don't figure out what their budget is and how much it's going to actually cost them to move here. And the other thing that you really want to be aware of is if you get a job offer or if you're looking at wages and you see that it's going to you're going to get paid 3 to 4 times as much as you're currently getting paid, make sure you look at the cost of living, because if you get paid 3 times as much, but your cost of living is 4 times as much, you're not going to love Colorado and it's going to be a really sucky experience. So reach out if you have questions. Reach out if you're trying to move to Colorado in 2026. Reach out if you're trying to buy or sell or invest in Colorado. That's what I do. That's what I'm good at. And I'm here to be a resource for you. So, what does it cost to move to Colorado in 2026? It's going to differ per person, and that's why you want to reach out. All right, until the next one. Bye.